Hello everyone. In today's episode, we are going to talk about one of the offering provided by Google, which is known as Cloud PubSub. It's a reliable and real-time messaging service. So, in this episode, we will be talking about what is the Cloud PubSub, and then we will be talking about various patterns is possible using Cloud PubSub. Then, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using Cloud PubSub, and how it can help us to decouple various systems. So when we say Cloud PubSub, it is one of the real reliable and real-time messaging services provided by the Google. So if you ever heard about messaging queues like Kafka, RabbitMQ, so the same way the Cloud PubSub is the offering from the Google. So where like there is a publisher application which will be publishing messages to PubSub, and then there is a subscriber application which will be receiving these messages. So Cloud PubSub is a real-time and reliable messaging service, and it provide many to many asynchronous messaging between applications. And it's a design for Google scale. So globally by design and highly available, fire and forget with minimal latency, redundant forwarding path. So Cloud PubSub is very reliable, and it can be easily scaled horizontally. Means like if there are and more there if there is a more loads and lot of messages are coming, Cloud PubSub is capable of scaling itself. So it's a scalable solution as well, and it is designed for fast data. Using Cloud PubSub, people are able to send millions and billions of events. So why we require Cloud PubSub? Like if you want to create a event driven microservices, or like you want to decouple various applications, or you don't want the synchronous system. If you want to have the asynchronous system, then we can use the messaging system. For the example, let's assume like any application is placing an order, and that order information need to be delivered to various systems like warehouse or many other system. So if you are having synchronous system, what will happen? You will call the as the order is placed, you will be calling those services directly. Okay, and in case due to whatever system failure or anything, if that particular operation fail, you don't have any mechanism to retry that thing is lost. But if you are using Cloud PubSub or any messaging kind of system, what will happen is you can post the order placed event in that messaging queue, and that messaging queue then further distribute that message to the subscribed applications. So it might be warehouse, it might be notification service, it might be any other system. And the best part is Cloud PubSub at least guarantee, or all the messaging queue at least guarantee delivery of the message at least once. What does it means? Like you will get the message at least once, and there is a retention period also. So like if any message is post and you are not able to get message, that message will be stored for 7 days in Cloud PubSub. We have like configuration, you can set the duration like from 10 minutes to 7 days, but this kind of facilities are there. Okay, so when we are talking about any messaging or Cloud PubSub messaging, so in or Cloud PubSub, there will be three components. One is publisher application. So let's there will be publisher application. There will be subscription, there will be topic, and then there will be subscriber application. So let's understand this using one example, of Hello World. Let's assume like I have a cloud topic, which is the hello topic. Topic is a queue kind of things which where we post our messages, and it is stored and it store the store those messages. Okay, and then then we have subscription. Using subscription we are able to retrieve those messages through topic. Okay, and then we have the subscriber application. So subscriber application will check subscription and will get the message. So let's understand through this using Hello World. This is the publisher application and it is publishing a message Hello World. Okay, so this message is getting published to a topic known as Hello Topic. A publisher application will push this message to Hello World topic. So the Hello World topic will store this message and then it will push these messages to subscription. Okay, and from that subscription, subscriber will get the Hello World. So if you can see, I posted Hello World here, and then it went to subscription 1 and subscription 2, and then subscriber application are getting this message. Okay, so this is the holistic view, like how PubSub works. But we have to understand when we are talking about the subscription, right? There might be two kind of subscription. One is the pull subscription and push subscription. So before going that, let's understand with another example how code PubSub guarantee the delivery of the message at least once. So whenever publisher publish a message, it goes to a topic, and from that topic it will be stored in a reliable message store. Okay, and then this message is provided to subscription, and that message is pulled or pushed by the is pulled or subscription push the messages to subscriber. And once the subscriber receives the message, he has to acknowledge of the receiving of the message. So basically what happens is, like, basically what's happened is when the publisher publish a message, it went to topic, then topic send that message to subscription, and from that subscription it come to subscriber. So subscriber have to acknowledge that he has got the message. If subscriber does not acknowledge of the receiving of the message within a certain time frame, which can be 10 seconds, 1 minute, which we can define, in that case the message will be pushed again. Okay, so that's how, like, we are guaranteeing, like, and it guaranteeing like you will get the message at least once. So if there was some failure and subscriber was not able to acknowledge the message, subscription will send it again. So we have the mechanism to decide like how frequently this message can be sent, and how many times retry has to be done, and all those things. Once, like, they're quite possible, like your subscriber was down for a long time and subscription has like tried multiple times, like 4 or 5 times, and after that we have another mechanism of, like, dead letter queue, where these messages can be moved and then can be replayed again in future. Now let understand different pattern of publisher and subscriber, which we say like fan in, fan out, and all those. So in this scenario, there is one publisher and one subscriber. But in this, there might be various scenario. So there might be various scenario where we have like multiple subscriber subscribing to one single subscription, and multiple publisher also publishing to single topic. So here, like, publisher B is posting message to topic B, and then we have one subscription B, and this subscription B has been subscribed by two subscriber. Okay, so and in this example, in this diagram, if you see, we have a publisher C which is posting a message to topic C, and we have two subscription here, subscription YC and subscription ZC, and then this subscription has been subscribed by subscriber Y and subscriber Z. You can have multiple subscriber for subscription YC, and the same way you can have multiple subscriber for subscription ZC. Okay, so if we talk about if this diagram, so the message is published to topic B, then it comes to subscription B. Here, because this subscription B has been subscribed by 2 subscriber, message will be load balanced, means like it might be get by subscriber V1 or subscriber V2. There is no guarantee like both of them will get that message, because we are subscribing to same subscription, so any one of them will get one message. So this is known as point to point. In this case, if we want, like if we are having various system and we want to send that message to every and we want to make sure every system get message, so in that case we can create various subscription. For the example, here we have created subscription YC and subscription ZC, and so in that case what will happen is message 3 will go to subscriber Y, as well as the message will be delivered to subscriber Z. So this is known as publish subscribe pattern. And these are the another pattern where like publisher and another pattern is like, and subscriber is not like bound to subscribe to only one subscription. You can subscribe to multiple subscription as well. So this diagram is showing that only. So you are a publisher application, a message is published to topic A. Okay, from that topic A it comes to subscription XA, and the publisher B also publishing a message to which is going to topic B, and that is having a subscription XP. But this subscriber X is subscribing to both, so it will be getting messages post to topic A and topic B both. Okay, so a subscriber can subscribe to multiple subscription, but here one thing which we have to remember or keep in mind is subscription can subscribe a subscription can point to only one topic. So subscription XB cannot point to topic B and topic A. It can either point to topic B or it can point to either topic A. But subscriber can subscribe to multiple subscription. And in this case, publisher C message is sending to topic C, and then this topic is having multiple subscription. So this message 3 will be delivered to subscriber Y and G. So I feel the concept of PubSub and various pattern which we can achieve and how we are getting one-time delivery guarantee is understood. I feel I am able to tell you guys. Using Cloud PubSub, we are able to design real-time system, and those systems are not now directly connected. They are so I can write one system in different application. I can write another system in different application. Different language. So my one application which is subscribing can be in Node.js. Another application which is subscribing can be in Java. An application which is publishing the message can be in Go language or C++ language. So using Cloud PubSub, we are decoupling the system. We are making our system more reliable and even based and asynchronous. So thank you very much for watching my video, and in next episode I will be talking about how we can create Cloud PubSub using Google Cloud Console, and then we will see like how we can call Cloud Functions, other thing using the Cloud PubSub. See you in next video. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in next video.